Hey guys, it's Eddie again, and today I guess I'm being joined by Theo. He's my little Dane. He just popped in real quick, I guess. So today I want to show you guys some of my specialty electrical tools. Just some of the stuff that not everybody needs to own, but makes some of our job easier. So typically contractors supply the benders. I like to supply my own. I don't have to look for it. I know it. That's something you learn while you're bending pipe. I'm not an artist, but I do understand that consistency is key. So these are my benders. As you can see, I've got some little phase markers and inch markers as well. I also label them, throw my name on it or whatever. The Milwaukee bender is super cool. I actually was super impressed with it. I'm going to have a hard time transitioning from this guy to my brand new Ideal. I got an iron head bender. I also got the 3/4 version. So I'm going to be retiring these aluminum guys here pretty shortly. Not quite sure when, but I can't, I'm itching to use these guys. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll go through it. We got a 3/4 EMT bender here. Also does 1/2 inch rigid. This is a 1/2 inch EMT only. This guy is the same thing, 1/2 inch EMT only. This is a 3/4 EMT, once again 1/2 inch rigid. And we got our 1 inch EMT 3/4 rigid. So here I've got my electrical testing pouch. As you can see, I use a Milwaukee pouch. It's a pack of 3. I definitely recommend them. Having that extra bit of organization just makes you a little bit more professional. Kind of helps you think, if you ask me. So I have a Fluke T5 1000. It's the best meter for an employee, if you ask me. If you're doing anything more complicated, the contractor should probably be supplying that. You can check your voltage, your amperage, and your continuity resistance up to 1,000 volts. I've had this thing for 3 years, $130 for it, and I am impressed with the quality, the build, durability. It's not like I haven't dropped this thing at all. Super easy to use and pick up, obviously. It's also got a nice feature where if you leave it in the voltage, amperage, or resistance function, it'll turn itself off after 15-20 minutes or something like that of inactivity. We got a non-contact voltage tester from Klein. It's the second model. This thing works up to 600 volts. I believe, no, 1,000 volts. 1,000 volts. So I really like this. It's helped me with troubleshooting a whole lot. It might throw you for a loop if you don't understand induced voltage, which is why NCVTs get a bad rap to begin with. This is a little more sensitive tool. It's supposed to be a dual range, low voltage and line voltage, so it's gonna have a lot more of false readings, but it's not really false readings. It's just something you gotta figure out. You might have travelers that are traveling next to each other. You might have a switch leg and a power that are traveling next to each other, just a home run and something. It's that induced voltage. So I brush up on that before you go calling any NCVT garbage. I got this X-Tech GFCI tester. Super impressed with it, considering it was only $10, I think, if that, really. I got it at Radio Shack 3 years ago, 4 years. Actually, no, hold on, 4 or 5 years ago now. I use this thing for straightening out plugs more than anything, to be honest with you. Obviously, you got a hot check. But as far as GFCI checking, I don't really do that a whole lot. We got these here from Radio Shack as well. These are my precision screwdriver set, and just a little bit of odds and ends, tweezers and whatnot, X-Acto, and more tweezers, a little ruler here. So I've got these glow rods, super useful. I bought a 3-pack for $35, I believe. They really help, fishing up and down the walls and whatnot. If you're putting in lighting or outlets, switches. Contractors generally supply these, but if they don't, or if you're working by yourself, I would recommend picking these up. I've also got this Klein fish bit. It's a little flexible, not super. It's supposed to be for 1/4-inch drill bits and stuff, so mainly for low volt stuff, or just like a single piece of Romex or whatever, whenever you're fishing in for remodels and stuff. A lot of these you don't have to own. The only ones that I would say that you should own are probably the non-contact voltage tester and the GFCI tester. As a employee, I don't really think you should have to supply your own meter, but I mean, sometimes you do. So those are the only 3 I would say you should. I would say that it's nice to own your own bender. Once again, consistency is key. And if you have a reason to have precision screwdrivers, you'll know it. I picked these up back when I was doing work on phones, so I haven't really needed it for electrical a whole lot, but it has been nice to have. So thanks for watching, guys, and hope you liked my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please give me some feedback. Let me know if you guys would like to see something, know something, ask me some questions, or whatever. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.